Yeah.
You can see why this zero part here was not was cut off, and you make it absolute value became opposite, became positive. So all the data here is became positive. So here after graphing, it will be like this. So if I say this one, if they say this one equal 6, give another number 6. So you can graphing a line y equals 6. Y equals 6 is about here. Y equals 6. They have 4 different answers, right? They have four cross point. 4 cross point. Well, how many cross point? 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, and 1 right here. They have 4 different answers. Okay. You say absolute x squared equal minus 5x. This one equals 6. So they have 4 different answers. Just right here, right here, and right here, and right here. Today I didn't try to get the solutions, but I can tell you here is based on graphing methods, we can get 4 different answers, right? Okay, let's see next one. What I prepared to say.
I have a question.
Yep.
Why does it equal 6?
Oh, let's just give a random number. Just say if you give any number, something like say C, you don't necessarily 6. You can say something like say whatever number. You say equal 8, all right? You can say equal 8. Equal 8. If the number is not over this vertical, they have the full cross section, right? So if you say equal 8, here have 4 sections. If you say x squared minus 5x minus 6, absolute value equals 0, there are only 2 answers, right?
This is the equation.
This line, they only have 2 answers, this dot and this dot.
These 2.
Mm-hmm.
If this equation equals 0,
Yeah.
only 2.
Only
Okay.
2 points.
Right. So if you say this is verticals, if you this part is exactly equals to verticals, say 12 over 1/2, 1/4, 12 over 1/4. Actually, it's exactly the vertex right here. So this one will be only 3 answers, right? If you cross this line, you draw this line, and they have one crossing here, the other one just like these 2 answers was rechecked together, became one of the answer. And the other answer is right here. So only have 3 answers. So if you say this part equal -1, definitely no answers, right? Or absolute value greater than 0, greater or equal than 0. So if you say -1 right here, -1 right here, because of this all green graphing is all above 0. When you say y equal -1, there's no answers. There's no cross point here, right? So this means no answers. Right, got it? So that's the part we earlier talked about. When we do the linear line in graphing, when we have a parabola and linear line system, you guys maybe do the homework already. Let me see, go back to see the homework part. Let's see our homework part. We says solving quadratic linear system. Here in this part, the homework part, we didn't introducing absolute value. Absolute value. We're only introducing the parabola and linear line, right? So you can get the answers pretty easy. You should be able to get these answers pretty easy. You can use the substitution methods. You can use the graphing methods to get the answers. Okay, so let me, based on the accuracy, go to the bottom one. Most people wrong. Half people got correct. The other half people maybe not correct.
I think they got it wrong because it was the.
Yeah, maybe wrong, maybe. Here, actually, they have a space here. So y equal x squared. Y equal x squared. This one definitely wrong, right? Y, firstly, y equal x squared.
Excuse me.
So,
I equals x squared is b.
yeah, so the correct answer should be like this one. X, y equals here. Here is the vertex is not here. This is
I
down. So,
I originally put b, but I got it wrong, and then I got a redemption question.
okay, you just keep.
Had to put b.
Yeah. So y equal 2x plus negative 2x plus 1. So here the slope is the negative 2. The slope is, this one definitely wrong, right? The slope will be in the leaning to the left side. Yep. So the answer should be B. So a lot of, actually even more people do wrong from my understanding here. Right? So only 5.
I had to do wrong in order to get it the point.
Yep. Good. All right.
Redemption question equals.
Yeah, this one is duplicated. I think this one is maybe duplicated again. Right, the 23. Okay, let's see this one. Which of the following point is a solution to the system? That will be easy for you guys. Because you just need to put a number, put it in, try to check them, they make sense or not. But why still so many people do wrong? Okay, let's see this one. -3, this makes sense. -3 here is 9, 9, -12, and 2, so it's is what? It's -1, right? -1. So this A makes sense. You just need to put the answers to check if they make sense. Of course, you can graphing methods to do this result. Let's see. If you guys use graphing method, use substitution methods, you can get the answers quickly out of there. So here you can use the substitution methods, right? Use just like our learn two linear line kinds of substitution or elimination methods. Here we don't need, yeah, top minus bottom actually some of it is elimination methods. So what you got here is move everything to the right part and combine like terms equal 0. So x plus 3 equal 0. So x equals 0 or x equal -3, right? It's 0 and -3, only one of them here. They actually have two answers. One is 0, one is -3, right? Okay, I think in this part, everyone can do it right now. So let's go back to our new topics. What we're doing today, we'll try to teach today. All right. Okay, so this is actually extensive as the right now part. Right now part, extensive part. Say x equal x squared minus 5x absolute value equals 6. So what methods we can teach in here? We can do here. What methods we can do here? We can use the graphing methods, right? We can use the absolute value methods. We can use the just take it off the absolute value to get the answers. Let's see how we got it. So first method, actually we can say x squared minus 5x equals 6, or equal -6, right? Just inside part equal 6 or -6. So after absolute value, they both equal 6. So you can got here is x squared minus 5x. This one definitely you guys can do it. Use the factor methods, x minus 6, x plus 1, right? So you can get 0. So x equal, use the 0 factor methods. So x equals 6, x2 equals -1. Right? We have two answers here. What about this part? This part. So x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So you can do into what? -2x, I'm sorry, no, -2, -3, right? -2, -3. Yeah, got 0. Almost, Brian. Oh, it's not break down, right? Brian, wait, Brian. So you can get one of the answer is 2, the other answer is 3. So actually you got 4 answers. 4 answers of them is the solution. So you can get 4 solutions. Okay, so this is used the substitution methods. You can easily get 4 answers, right? What about use the graphing methods? Just like what I was saying earlier. How we do this one? So if we would do like one, actually we break it into left and right into two parts. What we do that one? So it means what? So it means the left part, the right part, we break it into 2 different lines. First line in the left part is here, right? And the other line is y equals 6. So this part, actually, we, just like we're saying, you can consider, we can graphing this part first. Graphing this part first. This part can be just like what we are now doing. We can use the complete square and do like this, right? So the graphing line, you can 2.5. This is the axis of a symmetry. And y equal -6.25. -6 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.25 is about here. Right? And they cross 0 and 5 is the x-intercept. Y-intercept, they are the same. It's 0, 0 is here in here. So you can graphing like this. You can graph the parabola. Brian, what's going on? Yeah, almost done. Okay, so after absolute value, so means the part under the x symmetry, XLY part will be moved to the up, right? So this part, this time absolute value became here. Right? So here is, so this is x minus 5x. I know it's a little bit complicated than earlier used the substitution methods. So you can still see this is the vertex actually is the 2.5. And right now here is -6 and here became +6.25, right? So second, so you can see this line. This line y equals 6. It's a little bit below here, right here. Let me use different colors. Actually, it's right this line. So you can see they have the 4 cross point. So you can get 4 answers. That's what we earlier got 4 answers, right? Yeah. So you can read it here quickly out of there. It's 2, 3, earlier say 2, 3, and -1 and -6 and -1, right? I didn't graphing so good. So this result cannot read out of here directly. But graphing good is the computer aid. Definitely you can read this answer quickly. Most of the time we don't need a computer read. We just need graphing. But the methods, just this is the logic methods. Graphing is another way to judge how many answers you have for this one. All right. Got it? Any questions?
No.
All right. If you don't have questions, let's move on next one. Let's see what you can do here. Can you guys get the answers for this one? I think this one should be relatively easy for you guys. Can you guys do this one? Get the answers. Just take your notebook out, do this one. Let's find answers. You can use the graphing measures of use the take away the absolution value. You can got the x squared minus 4x minus 5 equal positive 7 or negative 7. So you get two solutions. You get the solutions. Give guys 2 minutes, all right? Bless you.
Oh,
Are you? Bless you. Bless you.
Daddy. Nanya.
Did you everyone got answers? I know this is super easy for you guys, right? Dun dun, Ben. Ben, did you get answers? Ben, are you there? All right, let's begin here. I think a lot of people already maybe got answers already. Okay, so use the substitutions methods. I mean, no, I use the get rid of the absolute value methods. It's more easy way for you guys, right? Okay, let's see here. So actually you can got 4x minus 5, you got positive 7 on negative 7, right? The inside value can make 7 or positive 7. So when you got 7, you can got minus 12 equal 0, right? So you can use the factor methods. 2 negative 6, right? You can got it here. So x got 6 or got negative 2, right? What about these methods? So you can got, actually it's plus 2, right? Got 0. So here you have to use the quadratic formula methods, or you can use a complete square, right? Here is 2 became 4, here became 4, right? And equals 2, got it? Here is minus 4, plus 4, minus 4, -2, -4, right? So here 4 moved to the right, it became +2. So here it became +2. So you can get x equal 2 plus minus square root 2. So have 4 answers here, right? You can get it here, you can get it here. That's quick way. That's the best way and quick way to get answers. But when you graphing methods a little bit different, right? Anyone have question to base on get rid of the absolute value way to get the solutions? Nobody answer me. Oh man. Hello, did you guys listening?
Yeah.
Oh, mute it. Unmute yourself, okay?
Yeah, I got those.
Yep. So if you can still use the graphing methods. So that's the challenging part. How to graphing this part? How to graphing this left part? So actually this one is breaking down into y equal, right? And this one y equals 7. This one, the right part is easy, y equals 7. But the left part, actually, you need to graphing this one first. So this one, actually, you can change into, this is -9, right? So the vertical of the axis symmetry is x equals 2. And vertex is 2, -9. 2, -9. I think here is 3, 6, and -2. Should be right here. 2, -9. And what's about x-intercept? X-intercept, actually, you can do like this. It's 5, -1, right? Equal 0. So here you can get 5 and -1. So here is 3 unit here. It's 5 here. 3 unit here. You can see this one is balanced. They always actually the two sides of the vertex of symmetry, they have the same spot. What about the y-intercept? -5. -5 should be right here. So you can graphing like this. Of course, you need to go across the vertex part. I don't know what's going on here. I cannot graphing. So after absolute value is means free. Yes, Brian. Huh? So after absolute value, you can get here. So this part flip over. Okay, so need to flip over this part, right? Need to flip over here, the 2 and 9. 9 is right above here. It's a little bit boring, but that's the part we need to go deeper than original basic knowledge part, right? So here is 2, 9. All right. So after that, so here is 2, 9. Actually, 9 is bigger than 7. So the y equals 7 actually is this line, right? Right here. So you can see that's a full cross section, intercept by this linear line. 1. Actually, let me break here. It's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So have 4 solutions, right? So if you say y equal 9, they have 3 solutions. If you y less than 0, there's no solutions. Less than here. If you in between here, 0 and 9, the graphing y equal something like say 5. They also have 4 solutions. All right, take a 8 minutes break. Let's come back 3:45. All right. All right, see you soon. Everyone should be able to graphing this cancel. So it's changing, a further step of the parabola. Earlier we say parabola, this is a continuously parabola. Right now you cut off the negative, less than 0 part, became absolute, became the positive. So it's became like this, all right? So let's see this part. This part is, we can rewrite it into x equal -3 plus -x plus 3. Right? This is a linear line. So -3 actually exactly, this is the y-intercept of the linear line, and x equals 3, 0 is right here. Let me use different color of this one. So should be like this, right? They cross 0, 3, cross 3, 0, 3, 0 is right here. 0, 3 is right here. Let's say another point is right here. So they at least have 3 answers. 3 answers. It's 3 answers. Actually, you can find out answer of them is at least have the 0, because you put a 0 here, right? You put a 0 here, it makes sense, right? So it's 0 is one of the answer. So what about the other answer is right here, right here. You basically understanding that's 3 solutions are here. I already put this kinds of graphing from here. Let me put it right here so you can see more quickly. Let me clear this way. You can see here. All right. So this is the graphing. Yep, exactly like what are we doing? Let me go back a little bit. Oh no, already. I cannot go back to what we are drawing right now. Okay, so we can see here, this graphing for this part, actually initially is right here, right? This one from go down, and after absolute value, and the part flip back to the positive part, and second part, -x plus 3, -x plus 3 actually is right here, next 3. So they cross this line, actually have one more line here. Actually, I missed right now, when my graphing is not good, is still have some line here and here. They have 4 answers. They got -3 and 0 and 1 and 2. They have 4 answers. Of course, you can definitely go back to check, double check. This x definitely is less than 3. X should be less than 3. Let's go back to check if any answer is bigger than 3. 1, 2 here, all less than 3, right? Less than 3. Yeah. So you can go to this based on graphing and based on get rid of the absolute value. Let's go one more, a little bit deeper. Let's see what can we, if without graphing, how we get the solutions. Without graphing solutions. Right now, say, we will now use this method to graphing. So that's 2 ways to make sure they are graphing. So when this part is greater than 0 or equal than 0, and at the same time x less than 3, and this absolute value can get rid of, right? So you can get here, right? So you can go back to plus x equals 0, right? So you can see x plus 1 got 0. So x, one of the answer is 0, the other one is the -1. Do they match the situation, x less than 3, and at the same time, x need to be greater than square root 3, or x less than negative, I'm sorry, not 3, square root 3. So let's do several different combinations. Don't confuse yourself. Firstly, less than 3 is right here, right? Second one is greater than square root 3. Square root 3 is actually next to 2 and less than square root 3. So should be the overlap area is right here. Right. So let's see. So x equals 0, x equals -1. X equals 3, x is less than 3, or 3 are met, but make this part greater than 3. Greater than 3 should be, looks like this 2 is not result is not met, right? Did you guys find out this 2 result is not met? Because of x should be greater than square root 3, it's the same, or, this is all, x less than negative square root 3. So 0 and -1 actually outside. Why it's outside? Because when we put a 0 inside here, here became 0, right? So you cannot get, here became -3. So it's not a correct answer. Not a correct answer for them. Not a correct answer for them, right? Because of they are out. Because of you need to make sure this part became greater equal 0. So you can get rid of the absolute value, right? So here is not met the situation up to now, because when you want to make here absolute value, take absolute value out, it will be not correct. So when they less than 0, so second situation. Let me clear this part, too busy of this slide. So all right, let me move a little bit smaller. So when they're less than 0, so basic condition, you still need to make sure that x less than 3, right? Less than or equal 3. So what about this part is less than 0? Less than 0 here, take it away, will become like this, right? So you need to make sure this part is less than 0. So you can switch like this. So x is in between square root 3 or greater than negative square root 3, right? And of course, this part is less than 3. So both met this situation. So, all right, so let's combine like terms. Here, you can cross off. So x squared, move to the right, okay? Move to the right, equal 0. So x equals 0 and x equal 1, right? X 0 and 1. And right now inside here, inside this station, also met this station. So 0 and 1. In these cases, makes sense. Makes sense, right? All right. So earlier, what do we do? What we missing here? When they're greater than 0, right? What we missing? Why we didn't get these two answers? Did you guys notice why we got these answers? Here, greater than 0 equal here. Actually, right now it looks like I do somewhere wrong, right? Because so here is -3, I take them off, both of them off. So actually this one is changed into plus x minus 6 equals 0, right? So here can get into what? X plus 3, x minus 2, got 0. So one of the answer is -3 and the other is 2, right? So when they make this situation means what? Means x greater than square root 3 or x less than square root -3, square root 3. And at the same time need to be here. So really complicated cases right now when we're introducing absolute value. So when we're graphing, you can find out there's 4 answers here. But when you do the solution only with the expression, need to be super careful, right? A lot of conditions need to be met. Something like here, definitely need to be bigger than 0, so you need to be x less than 3. At the same time, you need to meet this part greater than 0. You need to make sure this part greater than square root 3. Why? Because of this part, right? This part, you need to go this part here, square root 3. And this part greater than 3.
I have a comment. You're going a little fast. Can you like slow down so it's easier to take notes?
Okay, definitely. I will send this one to you guys. You can do. And actually, I tried to record. And today I forgot to record. Earlier we said try to record.
It's recording right now.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it shows up in the
That's good.
upper left corner.
Okay, that's good. So if we're recording, you can go back to see the progress anytime. I try to put on YouTube since this is just a purely math. We don't have any extra things, right? So actually, when we're introducing absolute value, it's a little bit complicated. Yes, make it a little bit complicated. You guys already learned this part actually when you go to the grade 8, 9, maybe already go to the grade 10 or 11 when you touch this part. So you are very advanced. This is algebra 2, maybe algebra 2. Some algebra 2, they're beginning to talk about this part. But since we already learned parabola and a linear line, I think it's very good for you guys extensive learning this part since we memory works for the parabola and linear line. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go back here. Yep. All right. So since we do this one, can you guys take your notebook out to do this one? Even more complicated. I know this one is even more, but just keep reminding here first, just like this one, we can do some proper transform first before we do the next step. Something like here, both sides 6 and 3, right? We can get rid of the 3 both sides first before we do that. Take your notebook out, practice this one, all right? Just give you guys 3 more minutes, maybe too short. Take 5 more minutes to practice this part. I know this is a little bit challenging when we initially learn. I just give you a hint here. So first, we can take 3 of both sides first before we can simplify as small as we can before we do further reactions, right? So something like this one, you can change into like this, right? So it's more easier for everyone to do the next step. So use these methods to get the solutions. All right. All right. Give you guys 5 minutes. Come back 5407, 408. I know. Just practice. You know, practice make you perfect.
Are we supposed to solve it or graph it?
You can do both. You can do both ways. Find the solutions. All right, I think a lot of people will be doing very good. Let's work together. I think maybe time is short. Let's work here so you can finish the rest one and during your homework, okay? All right, let's see here together. So if you use the graphing methods, actually we can use these methods, right? So y equal here. This one can transform into what? Square root 3n plus 1, right? Everyone can do this step quickly right now, right? Is plus 4, actually, plus 4 is plus 4 and minus 7, sorry, minus 7, right? Right. So the vertex is right here, is the x equals 2, x equals 2, my graphing is not good, and negative 7 right here.
Is it at the very end of the problem? Isn't it supposed to be +3?
Yeah, it should be +3.
+3, not -3.
Yeah, plus 3. Plus 3. So this face mouth actually is, so it's changed into what? So x squared minus 4x, what's the x-intercept?
It's wrong.
X-intercept is right here. So it'd be changed into -3 and -1, right? So it's be 1 and 3. So this is very slim. And they cross the plus 3 is right here, 0 plus 3. It's like this.
For
Right?
Just tell him.
I'm sorry.
for,
I'm
like,
sorry. Plus 3. You are right. Plus 3. I'm the wrong. I'm back. Plus 3. The plus 3 here is actually is -1, right? -1. Sorry. So -1 actually is right here. Let me clear this part. This part definitely wrong. So x of symmetry is x equals 2. And the vertex is 2, -1. 2, -1. 2, -1 is right here. They cross the -1 and +1 and +3. And y-intercept is 3, 0. Yep, exactly like this. So this one you don't need to be flip over because of the no absolute value, right? All right, let's see the next one. So what about this part? Y equal this one. So let's graphing this part first. Graphing y, x minus 1. X minus 1 is 1, 0. 1, 0 is right here. 0, -1, actually right here. So this is the y, x, y equal x minus 1. After absolute value, what will be changed into? So all the flip over here. Right. So it will be right here. All right, let me use different colors. So absolute value will be like here. After that, it became negative. So it means flip down again. Flip it down again. So this part is not what we want. Actually, it's this part. So the right part actually change into like this. Right. So because of this part is graphing internal part first. After absolute, they will be changed into like here. And negative part. And so need to flip down again. Flip it down again. So actually it's right here. So initially they cross this part, cross this point. So you can see they possibly have two solutions. Possibly at least have two solutions, right? Because of here and here. All right, so let's do it. This graphing, we can find out is possibly have two solutions. What do we need to do now? What do we need to do now? Be here. So actually, you can see this part. This part is positive value after opposite, so became negative value. Actually, all the data like cross point should be less than 0. Less than 0. Only this part is can possibly is they are can crossing, right? So let's do here. Let's do here at the same time. So when we need, if we use the general graphing calculation methods, we need to break it down x greater or equal than 0 or x less than 1. And x greater or equal than 1 or x less than 1. So have two pieces. All right. So let me go to the next. So graphing methods, we just limited here. We just know they have two. One is the 1, 0. The other one, we don't know yet, right? So because of your graphing, you cannot read out of the data. All right, so let's go to the methods again. So when x greater or equal 1, this part actually can get rid of x. Less than 1, so means this one. You can get rid of absolute value, right? So we can combine all the values. Here became 3x, is 6, 3, and here actually not plus 1 is minus 1, right? So 6 minus, so here minus 4 equal 2, right? So here you can, actually it's plus 2. This is 6 minus 4 equal positive 2. So here it is. So here x can get 2 and x2 got 1, and both met this situation. So this is the answer. One of them here, one of them here. So what about when x less than 1? Less than 1 means what? All right, so here equals what? 3. Because of that one is less than 0, so mean this one became negative, right? Negative. So what we change? Minus 5x. Right here became positive x. Move to the left and make 5x. So here is 3 minus 1. It's 2. Here is x4. Right? No. Sorry. 3 minus 1 equal 2. Yep, it's 4. So x minus 4, x minus 1 equal 0. So x equal 4 or x equal 1, right? Which one met this situation? This one is not, right? This one not math situation. So you need to take this away. In this math situation, x equal 1, you can math situation. So the answer actually is the same answer here, x equal 1, x equals 2. So only two answers. One is the 2, the other one is the 1, right? That's the final answers. All right, that's all for today. Pretty much for you guys to digest so many different kinds of example. So since this is holidays, we just take 5 minutes early to end, okay? So I will send out the homework maybe a little bit later. Sometimes I don't like you guys do too much kinds of homework since this is summer break. And just need to digest these kinds of example, maybe good enough, right?